Hey guys, Mike here from We Watched a Movie, and I'm reviewing Killing Season.
Where are you going?
Hunting.
Killing Season's friggin' Robert De Niro versus John Travolta. It's basically Face Off without Nicolas Cage, which is funny because when the idea for this movie originally came out, that's what they were talking about. They were like, it'll be kind of like a Face Off 2, and they're going to get John McTiernan to direct it and have Nicolas Cage versus John Travolta once again. But for whatever reason, it ended up being Robert De Niro instead of Nicolas Cage. Kind of weird for this time in their career.
You sure you're all right out here? I'm gonna head back. You're welcome to join me. Long way from home, aren't you?
I came for trophy. You're a hunter like me. Tomorrow you should come with me. We add another hit to your collection.
It goes back to the Bosnian War, and John Travolta plays this Serbian who was on one side of the war. Robert De Niro plays an American who was on the other side of the war. The movie will explain what happens there, but something happens between the two of them, and basically John Travolta wants to find out what would happen if the tables were turned, if it was an even one-on-one fight. So he goes and he finds Robert De Niro and he befriends him. They have these weird moments where they become friends, and the next thing you know, they're in the woods hunting together, and John Travolta's like, "I will kill you now."
Hello? Go back. What the hell was that?
Looks like we're not brothers in arms after all, Colonel Ford.
What do you want from me?
To finish what we started.
From the trailer on, all I heard was people making fun of John Travolta for this terrible Serbian accent. And I gotta say, I mean, I don't know many people who are Serbian, but it didn't take me out of the movie at all. I thought John Travolta, this is really hard for me to say, I thought John Travolta was actually better than Robert De Niro in this movie. There it is.
I came for trophy. You're a hunter like me.
I said it. Maybe I'm a fucking crazy person. But if someone's seen this, tell me if I'm wrong, tell me why. It seemed like sometimes Robert De Niro was kind of just out of place. He just kind of like, I'm not used to this role. Because sometimes he would have to get pissed, and he was kind of had almost a redneck quality about him. Which, I mean, Robert De Niro is Italian. I mean, Godfather.
What do you want from me?
You don't typically think like a redneck guy, but he's like, at one point he's like, "You want some, motherfucker? Come get it, motherfucker." You expect the Italian side of him to come out, but this like American guy comes out of him, and sometimes Robert De Niro just felt weird and out of place, and also because, you know, their age. I mean, that's a factor here. That's what a lot of people are giving this movie shit for too, is because they're both too old to do it. They did the action scenes well enough to where they made Robert De Niro almost believable in the fight scenes, but for the most part, I mean, yeah, they're a bit past their prime for a movie like this, but yeah, if the Expendables can survive, then why the hell not? And I think it's kind of badass. I mean, it's Robert De Niro versus John Travolta. They've never been in a movie together, and they beat the shit out of each other and hunt each other for an hour and a half. I mean, they might be a little bit older, but whatever. It's a fun, time-killing flick, and it's really not that bad. I mean, conversations the two of them are having, they're befriending each other, and like, they're talking about the war, and they're talking about this and that. Those scenes are actually pretty cool, because like, once again, it's John Travolta and fucking Robert De Niro. How many times can I say that?
We're both killers, you and me.
Even though their careers aren't what they used to be, you know, I don't know. I laughed this movie off when I heard about it too. Don't get me wrong. I saw it, I was like, I want to see that because I like both those guys, but that's kind of a joke of a movie. But once you see it, start watching it, you're like, this is actually not bad. Then you get there's some strange torture scenes, and like, the mood just shifts in weird places. And
how's it feel to be the one getting tortured?
You want a war? Come and get it.
they want you to believe one of the guys is the villain. They want you to believe John Travolta is the villain, but at times that it also like blurs that line because you understand why he's doing it too. Like if the movie was told from John Travolta's perspective alone and he was just trying to get revenge on the bad shit that happened to him in the war, then you'd be rooting for John Travolta's character almost. But it blurs the line between good and bad guy a little bit, and that's kind of cool how they do it. But once the chase scenes start, it just kind of retreads the same territory over and over and over again. It's like, okay, he's chasing him now. Okay, he's torturing him now. And eventually the movie, I think it kind of runs out of places to go. And the ending, it ties up nicely. The ending's okay. The ending was a little bit surprising. Not really what I expected to have happen. It's a pretty fun movie to watch. I'm going to give it a 6.5 actually. I'd say check out Killing Season if you got nothing better to do. I mean, don't go out and buy it for 20 bucks, but it's a good one-time watch. It's a pretty fun flick. And again, it's fucking Robert De Niro versus John Travolta. So I'm gonna ask you guys this: what is your dream one-on-one matchup? You guys probably, if you watch the channel, you know what mine is. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Steven Seagal. But what is your dream? If you got to see two of your old-time favorite actors go at it one-on-one, who would you want to see do that? So until next time, guys, I'm Mike from We Watch the Movie, and we'll see you next time.
We watched a movie.